The strip club story.
Yes, let's get down.
The strip club story.
You said your wife's out of town, right? That's why you're growing out your hair?
Well, she just got back in town, C-Cat.
Okay.
She was out of town for a week and a half. Now, that's a different strip club story. Yeah. The strip club story I'm telling right here on the air has nothing to do with me. Ex-NFLPA boss Lloyd Howell Jr., who just resigned from his post, it has come out now of all the things that have been coming out about him, which caused his haste resignation, that he had been sending in expense reports for trips to the strip club.
Oh, we've all been there.
I mean, who hasn't done that? I mean, matter of fact, I'm going to Charlotte next week, and I will be doing some expense reports for ACC Media Days, ACC Kickoff. What's a couple of trips to the strip club?
Yeah, I did the same type of trip last year to Vegas.
Yes.
Like, dude, that's the only place open at a certain time of night.
How else? I mean, sometimes they have the best wings in town.
Yeah.
Oftentimes people tell you, like, you want the best wings in town? Here. I mean, are you going to have to, fight past a couple of women who are going to be trying to solicit you to get involved with some action? Sure. Win-win is what they say, but I say lose-win because I'm monogamy man.
That's true. Captain Monogamy.
Oh, that was a callback to just yesterday. Am I allowed to do callbacks to just yesterday? Nobody was listening to that.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, I was monogamy man. I'm still that guy. I'm just...
Yeah, it's pretty bold to do expense reports to a strip club.
Well, the way that he also serviced it, apparently... Oh, one of them was a fully nude and #1 rated strip club.
That shouldn't matter.
Tootsie's Cabaret. That's in Miami Gardens. Tootsie's.
Who's this guy, boss? Or is he just the boss?
Lloyd Howell was the boss of the NFL Players Association, the guy that's supposed to be like brokering the deals between the NFLPA and the owners, who also was reportedly in bed with the owners because he also is trying to get into ownership in the NFL. Big shout out to Pablo Torre finds out for breaking a lot of this stuff. Pablo kind of got this guy. Pablo kind of strong-armed this dude out of a job with journalism.
Wait, I'm still caught up on the detail that the type of strip club is grounds as to why he was fired.
I mean, it's not grounds as to why. It was just more of a definite. It was people. As we're talking about this, he wasn't fired either. He resigned. Okay. Lloyd Howell resigned from his post as executive director of the NFLPA. This story comes out afterwards. It's just one of the many things that they brought up following his resignation that point to how he might be a shifty character.
Oh, he's having that tough meeting. He's like, what are you talking about? It was just tops. Like, no. You're talking about the one on the corner of 4th Street and Main Street?
Not that one.
Bear all, pal.
Oh.
You're in the jackpot.
It's the world's largest strip club, Tootsie's. 76,000 square feet.
At that point, it's almost like when you're doing a road trip, you go see the world's largest ball of yarn. You go to the world's largest cup of sweet tea. He was sightseeing. Cut this guy a break.
And sights he saw, I'm sure, if he was at Tootsie's. On one of the notes, the employee noted on a March 23rd expense report, $736. That was the final amount I was charged to close the tab for both scheduled sections for our player members. This included food, alcoholic drinks, fees, taxes, and gratuity. I know what gratuity means at a strip club. I know what that is.
You got to dance.
That's a gratuity at a strip club is a fancy word of saying tips. And a lot of times when it's tips, it's you throwing cash. I will say, if you're in a position where you're making like millions of dollars a year to represent the players, and you're only giving out $736, food included, at the strip club, shame on you. Shame on you, Lloyd Howell. I need to see a comma in there somewhere. You mean you and all the players, your full tab after everything, including gratuity, $736 expense. I would have been making sure he resigned for being frugal.
Wait a second. What you're saying right now is he has every reason not to have been, quote, forced to resign.
He was paid $3.6 million last year, by the way, but keep going.
These were expense reports. He wasn't paying for anything. He was saving the league money.
I'm sorry. You're right. My bad. He was saving the league money, not himself, as he's reimbursing himself for his strip club adventures.
So those commas that you're asking for to be put on the tab of this strip club that the league's paying for, you wanted that money not to go to CTE research.
No.
You wanted to have everybody eat at the strip club.
Yes. At 6 a.m., the car dropped off Howell at his luxury condominium in Sunny Isles Beach. According to the receipts that he submitted, He was at strip club for some hours. He really was partying and kicking it up. And apparently this was to help entertain the players and the Players Association. So, yes.
You don't got to expense the Uber.
That's what I'm saying. He's wilding
That
now.
gave them the time code and everything. They know. They got you down to the second of what went on.
Lloyd Howell and J.C. Tretter, who's also with the NFLPA in an executive position, neither one of them have been very careful about covering their tracks in the dealings in the NFLPA, and both of them are under fire. And all it took was a little Pablo Torre Finds Out, the podcast, them being on the hunt, and now everything is up in ruins. So
you think this had nothing to do with the other piece of news we saw this NFL offseason where it was confirmed that NFL owners did collude against Lamar Jackson?
It's all part of the same story. As Pablo's continued to dig, more has come out. Because the question was, why didn't the 61-page document that Pablo Torre found out about and uncovered and put out there, why did the Players Association allow for that to be hidden? And what they found out was that document also painted J.C. Tretter in a bad light. Well, J.C. Tretter reportedly was the one that made sure that secretly Lloyd Howell was appointed into his position. And he and the NFL had a lot of behind the closed doors handshake deals, again, allegedly, reportedly, that was disadvantageous to the players, but it was more about him and J.C. Tretter maintaining position and power versus actually leveraging for the players to be better set up. So that's the reason why I've been doing it. Over the past 2-3 weeks, I keep on calling back to the Pablo Torre Finds Out podcast, talking about the many things he's been doing, uncovering the details between the labor dispute with the players and the owners. It's because I saw a whole lot of smoke with that fire, and guess what? Fired. Technically resigned, but fired is the head of the NFLPA.
This makes me think of like Succession.
Hell yeah.
Where it's like a power struggle. Who's hiding what from who?
It's going down.
Who's in bed figuratively with one another in business?
Well, literally when it's housed at the strip clubs. So
they don't put beds in strip clubs. That would get dangerous.
Depends on the strip club. They don't put beds in strip clubs?
You're getting a nice 8 hours at Magic City?
I don't think the beds are used for sleep. I don't think the beds in that scenario would not be the purpose of the beds. No.
And hose it down. I mean, you need the stuff that grandmas put on their couches that make it nice and squeaky.
You know what? Maybe they don't put beds in strip clubs. I wouldn't know. You know? Ask Lloyd Howell. Ask Lloyd Howell if there's beds in strip clubs.
Mr. Monogamy checking in.
Just, you know what? More Russo and Rizzo next. I'm not Theo. That's not CCAT. We're Colin Russo and Mike Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus.